What is up, guys? It's time for another Marvel Champions weekly one-shot challenge. I hope everyone is having a good Labor Day so far. So this week's challenge is called Absorbing the Elements. We must defeat the Absorbman villain here while the following characters are in play. So we need Groot, Iceman, Rockslide, and Colossus. And that's very thematic because Absorbman can gain the ice, metal, stone, and wood traits right here. And each one of them is one of those traits. So we are going to be taking on Absorbman here on Expert Mode. And since Absorbman is a fairly easy villain and we are using Cyclops here, I decided to put in the Standard 2 and Expert 2 sets here to make Absorbman way more difficult than normal here. So I have the permanent environment for Standard 2, the Expert mode side face up formidable foe, where each enemy gains steady, including Absorbman. And then there's going to be a permanent acceleration token here on the main scheme. Let's just go ahead and put an acceleration token here so I do not forget, because I definitely will forget otherwise. And then what I wanted to do with this is I wanted to have all four of these allies in the deck. So that's why I picked up Cyclops here so I could play this deck, because Cyclops can include X-Men allies from every aspect in his deck. So I can put in protection X-Men allies right here like Iceman and Rockslide. But in order to get Groot out, he has a restriction here where it says play only if your identity has a Guardian trait, and Cyclops does not have the Guardian trait. So with the official rulings, the only way to bypass that is to play a card like Make the Call, where you can pay the printed cost of an ally in any player's discard pile, and then put the ally into play under your control, which will bypass the requirement of needing the Guardian trait. We can also use a call for backup here to dig for Groot and put him into play. So that's kind of what we have there, and we also have the Honorary X-Men here to give to Cyclops and to give to Groot to make him an Honorary X-Men. So yeah, we're going to be playing in the leadership aspect here, but we can include protection X-Men allies because we're playing Cyclops with his setup ability. And then let's go ahead and get Absorbman set up here. So setup here says to discard cards from the encounter deck until an environment is discarded, and then put that card into play and shuffle the encounter deck discard pile back into the encounter deck. So let's shuffle up the encounter deck here, and then we are just going to discard until we get an environment. So let's mill down here, and is that an environment? That's not an environment. We got one right here, Rocky Outcrop. It says here to shuffle the discard pile into the encounter again, so we're going to shuffle all these cards back in. Okay, so Rocky Outcrop says surge. It won't surge here, I think. And then after Absorbman makes an undefended attack against you, heal 1 damage from him, and then 2 instead if there are 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme. Okay. Got that shuffled up. We got the Rocky Outcrop. Let's put it on top of here. And then let's advance the main scheme to stage 1B. Has acceleration from the Standard 2 form of foe. Starts with 2 times player threat. If it hits 12, then we lose the game. As a force response, after resolving step 1 the villain phase, we place a delay counter on the main scheme. When an environment enters play, discard each other environment in play. Okay, and then super absorbing power here says Absorbman gains the ice, metal, stone, and wood traits. Comes in with 3 times player threat, and that comes into play with Absorbman's One Reviewed, which is to find this card from the encounter deck and put it into play. And then Absorbman also gains a trait of each environment play. So he has a stone trait, but this gives him all 4 traits anyways. And then, yeah, I think we got everything set up for Absorbman. Let's go ahead and shuffle all of these cards into our player deck here. So I'm pretty much just playing with the leadership Cyclops deck that I made called Spiritual Tactician. And we're just adding all these 10 cards in here. So we have a really bulky deck here. I think of like near 50 cards, if not 50. I don't know the exact count. So let's just shuffle up here. And then we are going to draw up to our hand size here of 6 in our alter ego. And then let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So challenge is we must defeat Absorbman while we have those 4 characters in play. The Groot, Iceman, Rockslide, and Colossus. Okay, so we have Rockslide here. But I could discard him because I need to... or I could discard him because we can just make the call for him back, which is why I have 3 copies of that in there. Let's keep the honorary, and I think we can mulligan actually everything else here. Let's mulligan this card 5 and draw 5 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're up to our hand size of 6 here. I think we can play Uncanny here. Okay, let's go ahead and use our meditation. Alter ego action, exhaust your alter ego. Then play a card from your hand, reducing its cost by 3. So Uncanny X-Men is now free to play. This comes straight into play here. It says play under any player's control, max 1 team card per player. Each of your X-Men allies gains +1 hit point, And then if each of your characters has the X-Men trait, each of your X-Men allies costs 1 fewer resource to play. Okay, let's try playing this out. If we honorary here, we just play Polaris. We don't need to constant training. Yeah, let's flip over here to hero form. Oh, we are exhausted. And we can play Honor X-Men. It's a 0 cost upgrade. Play only if your Denny has X-Men trait. We are X-Men here. We're going to attach to ourselves, so we get +1 hit point. And now we gain the X-Men trait. So we go from 10 to 11. And now Cyclops will have the X-Men trait even if we flip down to Ultra Ego here. All right, and then we're going to use 2 resources right here to play Polaris, who's only 2 costs now because of the effect of Uncanny X-Men, reducing the cost of each X-Men ally because all of our characters are X-Men here. So 2 to play the 2 costs of Polaris. Whenever she enters play, give an X-Men character a tough stats card. Let's give Colossus. Ooh, wait a minute. But then we need to defend against the attack or else something will trigger, right? If he makes an defend attack, he won't. That's fine. Yeah, we're going to give Cyclops a tough stats card. And then we're going to have Polaris. Let's thwart for 1. And we'll take it off the side scheme here. She'll take a consequential damage. And that's going to end her turn. Let's write it back up. And we're going to draw back up to our hand size here, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So it is Absorbman's turn. He's going to add 2 to main because the acceleration here from the form of foe goes up to 4. Then after step 1 of villain phase, we place a delay counter on the main scheme. Absorbman tasks with a base of 2 plus a boost card here of 1. So 3 damage. Just knocks off our tough stats card. Then he's going to trigger this force response here after he makes an undefended attack. So we didn't defend against an attack. We heal 1 damage from him, but he's at full life anyways, so he won't heal. And then we get dealt a face down encounter card during the encounter phase, which is Stall Tactics. Whenever you place 1 threat on the main scheme for every 2 delay counters on the main scheme. So there's not even 2 delay counters. So we only add, wait. Place 1 threat for every 2. Yeah, so there isn't anything. So if no threat was placed, this card gains Surge. Okay, that's not good. So Surge into another Stall Tactics with Surge again because we don't have any threat. And then we got a Piercing Thorns. When reviewed, discard 1 card at random from your hand. If Absorbman has the Wood trait, he does have the Wood trait because he has every single trait right here. Discard 1 card you control. So we lose a card from our hand and a card that we control. So let's do the card from our hand first because it says to do that one first. So we're going to lose a card from our hand here, which is going to be this card, Ricochet Beam. And then what else do we have in our hand? We have X. We have to make the call. So now we have this card, a card we control because of the Wood trait thing. So let's discard. I think we lose Polaris here. I'd rather keep honorary. Yeah, let's discard Polaris. All right, that's going to resolve that, and it is back to our turn. All right, let's go ahead and thwart out the super absorbing power so we can get rid of all of his traits here. So now he only has the stone trait with the rocky outcrop. All right, then we're going to use 2 resources here because Professor X is only 2 costs with the effect of Uncanny X-Men, so we can play X. Whenever X enters play, choose 1. I think we'll just confuse. Let's put 1 confuse on Absorbman. He does have Say, so he's not fully confused here, but he has 1 confused status with X's effect. X will throw for 3 from the main. He'll take a consequential damage, and then we're going to pass. Let's ready back up and drop back up to 5, holding on to make the call here. Right, ooh, we drew 3 tactic upgrades here. Not necessarily a good thing. All right, Absorbman's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main because the acceleration goes up to 3. Then he adds a delay counter. He attacks us, X will block, so it's defended here. Hitting with a base of 2 plus a boost card of 1. 3 damage, knocks out X. And then we don't trigger this anymore because X defend the attack. We get dealt a face down counter card, which is Total Annihilation. Surge, the villain attacks you, the attack gains Overkill. So he's going to hit us here with a base of 2. The attack happens first before Surge. This will be his face down boost card here. And then I think I'll just take it to the face, hit him with a base of 2 plus a boost of 1. Give the villain additional activation or additional boost card for his activation. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage on Cyclops. Brings us from 11 down to 6. And then this card will surge. Oh, wait. Ooh, we didn't defend attack, so we triggered this. Oh, he used a damage with the force response there, so that's fine. Then this will surge now, so we get another encounter card. It's going to be Avalanche, a side scheme. When reviewed, each player must choose to either spend a energy resource or take 2 indirect damage. 3 if there's more than 5 delay counters. There's not more than 3. So we could spend an energy resource right here or take 2 indirect damage. And this will come with 2 times player threat and an acceleration. Do I spend this? I could get X down for the full confuse if I wanted to. Let me see. I could also play Nightcrawler. What else do we have in our discard pile? Because of the Make the Call, we have some versatility here. I kind of just want to get X down. Yeah, okay, so we're going to choose to spend energy resource right here. So we don't have to take indirect damage. Okay, and that will resolve that. All right, so it's back to our turn here. Let's go ahead. I think we just play the Make the Call. Yeah, we're going to play Make the Call. Action, pay the printed cost of an ally in any player's discard pile. We're going to choose Professor X here, who's 3 costs as his printed cost. This would be 3 resources right here. So I can play him. And whenever he enters play, choose one. We pay the one to confuse the villain. So now Azoriman is fully confused with the 2 confused statuses. And then X will, let's store 3 from the main, clear it off. He'll take a consequential damage. Cyclops is gonna, should we clear this off? Or heal? Yeah, let's store 2 from Avalanche. Actually, let's check in our discard pile here. Do I have more meditations? Because if I do, I do have more. I think I'm just gonna leave this here because we have him confused, so that's fine. Let's flip down to Alter Ego and exhaust to recover by 3. That'll bring us from 6 back up to 8. Or 9, I mean, not 8. All right, and then we can ready up. Let's draw back up to our hand size here of 6. Okay, got a meditation, got a dazzler, another Make the Call, which is really nice. Okay, so it's Absorberman's turn. He's gonna add 1, 2, 3 to the main. He adds a delay counter. He's up to 3 now. Then he's gonna scheme because we're in Alter Ego, but he's fully confused with the 2 confused status cards. Then we could dealt a face-down counter card during the encounter phase, which is gonna be Slug It Out, Peril and Surge, Exhaust Your Identity. Oh, okay, take 2 damage. So we drop from 9 down to 7, so we can't meditate anymore. And then Exhaust Your Identity, take 2 damage. Okay, and then that's gonna surge, so we get another encounter card here, which is gonna be Omnimorph Duplication. If Absorbman has the blank trait, then we do the effect. He has the Stone trait, so we give Absorbman a face-down boost card. Okay, so that's fine. All right, and then it's back to our turn. Oh man, that foiled my plans here to play a Dazzler with the meditation. Oh, and then X has an effect. If he's in play at the end of the round, he will get discarded here. So I can't get the confused here on Absorbing Man anymore. I could play Dazzler here for 3 cost. Hold on to the meditation. Or I could make the cost something if it's cheap. Do I have any 2 cost allies here? I have Triage. You can heal 2 from Cyclops. I think we just do that. We're losing all of our tactic upgrades though, which is not my favorite thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we still have 2 more. Okay, let's use our constant. Oh wait, 1 right here. So we have 1 more. That's our last tactic upgrade. That's fine. I don't know if we can flip down to Alter Ego again here. Let's use our constant training action. Search your deck for a tactic upgrade after hand. Let's get the exploit weakness. Add that to our hand. Then we're gonna shuffle up our deck here. Okay, next we're gonna use, so we are X-Men Alter Ego with the effect of the Honor X-Men. So Uncanny X-Men now reduces each X-Men ally's printed cost by 1. So Dazzler only 3 costs, 3 resources, so we can play Dazzler. Whenever she enters play, confuse enemy. Let's confuse Absorbing Man. We're going to play Make the Call, pay the printed cost of an ally in any player's discard pile. Let's get Triage here, who is 2 cost. Where is he? He'll enter play with us paying these 2 resources right here. And then whenever Triage enters play, heal 2 damage from X-Men character. Let's heal 2 from Cyclops. So we go from 7 up to 9. And we do have the X-Men trait in Alter Ego, thanks to the Honor X-Men here. We're going to flip over to Hero Form. Dazzler Thwarts 2 clears off the Avalanche. Should take a consequential. It's gone. And then Triage will thwart 1 from the main. Drop it down to 2. He'll take a consequential damage as well. And then that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then we can draw back up to our hand size here of 5. Okay, that's the last meditation here. Okay, so it is Absorbman's turn. He is going to add 1, 2 threats to the main. Goes up to 4. He adds a delay counter. He's going to attack us here with this boost. He gets another boost. Let's have Triage block him with the base of 2. Boost effect is review this card. So he has +1 attack. We can spend a physical resource, a hero action, to shuffle this into the encounter deck. So same with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Knocks out Triage. Then he's going to deal us a face down encounter card. Right? Yeah, and then it was defense. We don't do that. Piercing Thorns. Discard 1 card at random from your hand. If he has a wood trait, he does not have the wood trait, so we just discard a card from random. Here. We're going to lose all our resources here. All right, we're going to lose the double. All right. And then I think that's going to resolve that. Okay, so it's back to our turn here. Okay, what are we doing? I could play Colossus. Could play Stepford Cuckoos, which I kind of want to play right now because of those expert cards I'm kind of scared of. I think I just played Stepford Cuckoos here. Yeah, okay, we're going to use this as 3 resources, so I can play Stepford Cuckoos. Play only if your identity has the X-Men trait. We do have the X-Men trait here. This comes with 3 side counters. And after we review a treachery, we can exhaust Stepford Cuckoos and remove a side counter to cancel the effects of that card, discard it, and review another encounter card. So that would just be a safety mechanism, so we don't lose to like a Dark Dealings or something like that, because we are playing on Expert. And I think that will give me the ability to flip down here. Oh, if I was going to flip, I should have meditationed it. Maybe even keep Colossus. That's fine. Let's see. So he has 1 confused. Let's thwart for a total of 4. Clear off the main scheme. Then we're going to give Dazzler consequent damage, and let's just flip down here. And then we're gonna end our turn. Let's ready back up. I want to drop to 6 with our hand size and alter ego. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, we finally got Utopia, which is gonna be huge. Okay, I think we're getting our X-Men cards here. I think having such a big deck was pretty rough. Let's add 2 to the main scheme. Absorbment, or then we add a delay counter. Then Absorbment is going to scheme here with a base of 2 plus 1, which is a base of 3, plus a boost card here of 2. If he has an ice or metal trait, give him a tough stat. He does not. He only has a stone trait. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It goes up to 7. Okay. Then we get dealt a face down encounter card, which is Steel Kick. When reviewing an Arch Ego, place 2 threat on the main scheme, and 3 if he has the metal trait. He does not have the metal trait. He has stone. So we place 2 threat on the main scheme. So it goes up to 9. All right. And then this will resolve, and it's back to our turn. Okay. Well, we drew Sunfire, so we could just discard the ball and chain here. I have a call for backup. I for sure got to get down Utopia. We can't concentrate anymore because I don't think we have any more tactic upgrades. Let's go ahead and use a double resource here so I can play Utopia. Utopia says if each of your allies has an X-Men trait, increase your ally limit by 1. So we can now have 4 allies right now. And then I think I need call for backup, huh? If I play Sunfire, I get rid of that. What happens to Dazzler here? Or we have to use Pixie though. I think, do I just use the shuffle it back into the deck? I believe we have Psylocke in our deck though, which is pretty nice. I want to play Call for Backup is the thing. Let's see, Pixie can give me X-Men ally from the discard pile to our hand if we play her, which means we could play like Professor X here. If I play Pixie, she gets me X back to hand. Then we could use both these to play X, but then we don't have to call for backup anymore. Yeah, oh, okay, I think that's fine. I just get the confuse off on him. Then get rid of this. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go ahead and should I heal here? If I heal for 3, they can throw for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down 3, that's fine. Let's exhaust recover in case we get another. Actually, the overcoots are gone, but it's fine. Let's recover by 3. We go from 9 back up to 11, or full health with the Honor X-Men. Then we're gonna flip over here. We have Utopia anyways. So everyone is an X-Men ally or X-Men. So each X-Men ally is reduced by 1 for their cost. Pixie's 1 cost here, 1 resource to play here. After you play Pixie from your hand, add an X-Men ally from your discard pile to your hand. Let's get Professor X here from our discard pile. Adds your hand. He is 2 costs with the effect of Uncanny X-Men. So let's use 2 resources right here so I can play X. Whenever he enters play, choose one and pick the one to confuse the villain. And then we can exhaust Utopia when X-Men ally enters play to rep an X-Men. Let's ready up Cyclops now. We are going to have everyone thwart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the main. Drop it down to 1. Allies take consequential damage. And then Dazzler is still alive here because she has +1 hit points with the effect of Uncanny X-Men. So she has 4 hit points and 1 hit point left. That is going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we're going to draw back up to our hand sets here. 5. Okay. Ooh, we got Psylocke. Okay. So what do I need to do? I should have put your Skeleton on here. I need to get Groot back out as well. All right, it's Absorbing Man's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main. It goes up to 3. Delay counter. So now there's 6. That's a lot of delay counters. He's going to attack us here. Let's have X block. He's in with a base of 3 plus a boost card here. Boost effect is to put this card into play. So with the force intro of the main, when an environment enters play, discard each other environment. So we lose that. He now has the metal environment. After he makes an undefended attack against you, discard 1 resource icon from your hand, and 2, if there's 5 more delay counters, there's more than 5. So we have to discard 2 resource icons if he makes an undefended attack. X defend though, so we don't do that. Then he's going to deal with a face on counter card after the attack. Icy grip, you are stunned. If he has the ice trait, take 2 inner damage. He does not have ice, only metal. Okay, so that's gone. And then we get stunned, and then it is back to our turn. All right. Let's see here. I could play Beast for 3, pull back a thing, play Psylocke. Then we have some infinite confuses here. What's our deck? We have 6 cards left in our deck. Do I have a make the call in there? Because if I make the call, I don't want to flip down. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we have nowhere to make the calls. So we could just deck out here. Let's go ahead and have Pixie swing for 2 on Zorman. Our first damage in this game, bring him from 15 down to 13. She'll take 2 consequential damage, get knocked out. Dazzler's gonna, let's swing for 2 as well. That'll bring him from 13 down to 11. She'll take a consequential damage, get knocked out as well. I want them back into our deck cycle. Then we're gonna have Cyclops, let's attack to remove our stun. Then we're gonna use 3 resources right here because Beast is only 3 costs with Uncanny X-Men to play Beast. When a Beast enters play, search your deck and discard pile. This will go into your discard and add to your hand. Let's get it back to our hand. And then we can exhaust Utopia when an X-Men out enters play to ready up another X-Men character. Let's ready up Cyclops. Cyclops doors for 2 from the main, drop it down to 1. Beast will swing for 2 on a Zortman from 11 down to 9 now. Beast takes a consequential. This would be 3 resources here. So I can play Psylocke, who's only 3 cost here, with the effect of Uncanny. She comes into play with 2 Psy counters. Whenever she attacks an enemy, we can remove a Psy counter and confuse the enemy and do damage to it. So we're not going to attack because he's already fully confused. Flip down to Alter, ending our turn. Let's ready back up. And we're going to deck out here. 6 cards. We got Forge. Oh, we got Groot here. And we got Iceman. Okay, so we deck out. We get dealt a face down and counter card. Shuffle our discard pile back into deck. So I have to hold on to, I didn't plan this out, guys. I have to hold on to a Make the Call and an Honorary X-Men to keep Groot, or to make Groot an X-Men ally, so that I can get the effect. Yeah, that's pretty rough here. We've got to get out the X-Jet, because that's our resource generator. Okay, so we shuffled up. Absorb Man's turn is going to add 2 to the main. It goes up to 3. He's going to scheme because we're in Alter. He's confused. He deals a face on counter card for a total of 2 here. First one is Dense Forest. Oh, that's a environment thing. So we discard this. This one comes into play. The wood one is now in play. And if he makes an unevent attack, we have to take 1 indirect damage. And 2, since there's more than 5 delay counters, this will surge, so we get another encounter card. Snowy Hillside. Okay, it just changes here to ice, and that will surge here again. We got Total Annihilation. Ooh, I thought we saw this already. Oh, okay. There's multiple copies. Okay, so surge. In hero form, the villain attacks you. Oh, we're an alter ego, so he doesn't attack. No overkill. It only surges. Okay, that's really nice to get an alter ego. Overwhelming Force. Discard the highest cost upgrade or support you control. If no card was discarded, this card gains surge. So we have to choose this or this. I like Uncanny though. Stepher Cuckoos could save us. Let's discard Stepher Cuckoos because they're both 3 cost support, so we can pick which one. Let's do the Stepher Cuckoos. All right. Last encounter card. 1 Omnimorph duplication. So he has the ice trait. So ice means exhaust your identity. And that is it, I think. Okay, so it's back to our turn here. All right, well, we finally got our X-Men package here. We can also concentrate on this turn. So I drew Groot and Iceman at the same time. If I play the X-Jet, well, Groot we cannot play, so it doesn't matter. So I can use the X-Jet and Groot as a resource to play Iceman. We don't need to use concentration here because I don't want to lose all of our tactic upgrades again. Yeah, Groot's not going to be useful for us at all until because we can't play him unless we have the Guardian trait, right? So there's nothing to do with that. Let's go ahead and just use 3 resources right here so I can play the X-Jet. We can generate a resource for a player whose identity has the X-Men trait. We have the X-Men trait because of Honor X-Men. So 1 resource. This will be a second resource to play Iceman, who's 2 costs with effect Uncanny, because everyone here is an X-Men. He enters play with 3 freeze counters. After the minion enters play, remove a freeze counter from Iceman and stun that minion. Okay, and then let's see. Let me get more counters. Okay, and then when we play Iceman, we can exhaust Utopia to ready up our X-Men. Let's ready up Cyclops because we still have the honor X-Men here. Flipping over to hero form. Psylocke's going to attack Absorbman. Use her effect as interrupt, discard a side counter. Confuse that enemy and do 1 damage to it. So he's going to drop from 9 down to 8. And then she'll take a consequential damage, and then her attack will also go through. So 1 more damage. That'll bring her from 8 down to 7. All right. Then we're going to have Cyclops Thor for 2 from the main. Drop it down to 1. Beast will swing for 2. Iceman swings for 2. It's a total of 4 damage on Absorbman, bringing her from 7 down to 3. And they both take some consequential damage. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Okay, so I have Iceman here, which is one of the conditions that we need to fulfill for to win this challenge. We need 3 more allies here. I don't know how we're going to get them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, 2 made the calls. So I may have to just hold and make the call here forever. Because if I make the call Groot, with the Utopia here, I can only have an additional ally limit if all my characters are X-Men allies. So we need the honorary to play on Groot if we make the call for him. Do we have another? No, yeah. So we need Groot. Who do we need? We need Colossus, Groot, and Rockslide. Okay, so all right. We just gotta get those guys. Okay, Absorbman's turn is gonna add 1 to the main, 2 to the main, goes up to 3. Delay counter, we're at 7 now. He's gonna attack us here. Let's have. I think we block with Cyclops actually. Place 1 threat on the main scheme. 2 if there's a bunch of delay counters. There is, so if we don't defend, we take 2 damage. We might as well defend here, right? Actually, I could just make the call Beast. Actually, I could make the call Psylocke. Yeah, it's okay. Let's have Beast block his attack. He's in with a base of 3 plus a boost card here of 2, so 5 damage. Knocks Beast out. It was offended, so he doesn't trigger anything. And then we get dealt a face-down counter card, which is going to be Seek and Destroy, Insight 1, Peril. So we place that on the main scheme with Insight 1, and then search the encounter, discard power, and sets that air for your Nemesis minion. Put it into play, engage with you. So we get Mr. Sinister here, and then that's it here. Okay, and then we shuffle up the encounter deck, it says. So let's shuffle these cards up here. So Mr. Sinister comes into play by himself with Stalwart, Toughness, and Villainous. And it's actually really good for us because we have the priority target in our hand here. Which is an upgrade that we can attach to the enemy, and we defeat the enemy, we can draw 2. But we could defeat Absorbman anyway, so actually it's not that helpful. All right, let's see. What do we do here? I'm digging through my deck for the Honor X-Men. I should have played this with Suit Up, guys. I definitely recommend playing this with Suit Up. All right, let's see. I could just ricochet beam him. Let's go ahead and attach prior target to Mr. Sinister. So attach the enemy. Whenever the attached enemy is defeated, we can draw 2 cards. And then, let's see, do I swing one with Cyclops? Yeah, Cyclops is going to attack for 1 to knock off Sinister's tough status card. Then we're going to use a double resource here, so I can play a Ricochet Beam. Here, action attack, do 3 damage to enemy, and then do 3 damage to enemy with upgrade attached. So it's going to be 3 on Sinister. He has an upgrade, so another 3, so it's going to be 6 damage, and that will knock him out. So Sinister is now defeated. When it happens, we trade the priority target and draw 2 cards because the enemy with the priority target was defeated. Okay, not super useful cards. I think we should use as resources for make the call, but we haven't got our other allies out, right? If I get Groot here, we lose Uncanny. Cost 1 free resource to play. Yeah, Groot is the only one right now that I can make the call to help me fulfill my conditions. Man, I don't want Groot though without the honorary. What are the chances I draw into honorary next turn? If I play and make the call, we could. I think we just get Groot now. So if we get him, we can only have 3 allies now. Each X-Men ally will still have plus 1 hit point. They just don't cost 1 fewer resource to play because we're not all X-Men. I think that's fine. Yeah, and I want to flip. So let's go ahead and play and make the call. Pay the printed cost of an ally in any player's discard pile. Let's pay the cost here for Groot. So 3 cost. Extra will generate 1 resource. This would be 2 more for a total of 3. So now Groot enters play here, bypassing the play only if your identity has a guardian trait. And then Groot can Thor for 1 from the main. He'll take a consequential damage. And then Psylocke is going to attack Absorbman, trigger her Interrupt. Discard this, deal with damage, bring it from 3 down to 2, confuse him, and then her attack of 1 will go through, so he drops from 2 down to 1. Now he's fully confused. Psylocke takes another consequence damage. And then Iceman, let's have him Thor for 1 from the main, just in case. He'll take a consequence damage. And then we're going to flip down to Ultra, hold on to make the call, end our turn, ready back up, and then draw back up to 6 here, hoping for an honorary X-Men. That would be great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we did not get the honorary. And let's check out this graph out here. How many more make the calls do we have? 1. Okay, we have another one in the deck here, so it's not the end of the world we lose this one. All right, Absorbman's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main. He adds a delay counter. They're going crazy. He schemes for an Ultra, but he's fully confused. Face down and counter card. Omnimorph duplication. He has the ice trait, so we get exhausted here. And then that's going to resolve the encounter phase. Okay, so it's back to our turn. All right, we only have 3 allies now because Groot is blocking us from having any more. We can just knock out Psylocke here. Let's have her go ahead and thwart from the main scheme for 2. Drop it down to 2 threat. She'll take a consequence damage. Oh, she's still alive here with the Uncanny X-Men here because she has +1 hit point, which stays active. That's not good for us. So I want to play X-Men ally. I think I still just knock her out. I could play Triage. He heals Iceman. And then knock Psylocke out. And then we make the call Psylocke back, I guess. Darn. I don't really have too much to do here. Yeah, I guess we just do that. Okay, let's go ahead and use a double here so I can play Triage. We only have 3 allies, so we must immediately discard one. Let's discard Psylocke. Whenever Triage enters play, heal 2 damage from X-Men character. Let's heal 2 from Iceman here. We can also exhaust Utopia with X-Men ally enters play to rev our X-Men character. Let's ready up Cyclops or Scott Summers because we are an X-Men with our Honor X-Men, even in Ultra Ego. Then we're going to play... No, we discard Triage. So let's have Triage... do we flip Absorbman here? We might as well. There's not that much threat. We're going to swing for 1 Absorbman. That'll bring him from 1 down to 0. And flip him over to his 3rd and final stage. What does this think? He gains a trait of each environment play. Okay, so just the ice trait. As a force response now, after he activates against you, if he has the ice or stone, we place it on the main scheme. Metal or wood, we take indirect damage. Okay, 16 life. So set that up. I feel like I'm making this harder than it needs to be, but not sure. Triage takes the consequence damage. Then we're going to play a make the call. Pay the printed cost of an ally in any player's discard pile. Psylocke is 4. Extra is going to be 1. This would be 3 more for a total of 4. So we can play Psylocke. We max out on our ally limit again. We must discard. Let's discard Triage now. Psylocke comes into play with 2 side counters again. She's going to go ahead and swing. Trigger her Interrupt here. Confused. Absorbman, deal with damage. 16 down 15. And her attack will do 1. So 15 down 14. Then she'll take a consequential damage. We're going to flip over to hero form. We're going to thwart for 2. Clear off the main scheme. Iceman can swing for 2 at Absorbman. That'll bring him from 14 down to 12 here. And Iceman takes the consequential damage. And I actually forgot, did Groot attack or thwart? Because let's just say he attacked. He should have taken 2 consequential damage for attacking. We're going to go ahead and just have him attack again here at Absorbman. That'll bring him from 12 down to 10. He'll take another 2 consequential damage. So 4 damage and 2 life left. Okay, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we're going to draw back up to our hand size here of 5 in our hero form. And we need that honorary, guys. We're not getting it. I can play the Ruby Quartz Visor. There's not much to do right now. I just got to stall until I get my stuff, I guess. Okay, Absorbman's turn. He's going to add 2, but the delay counters are going up. I don't know if it gets any worse if he has more. He has a delay counter, goes up to 9 now. He's going to attack us here. We are going to... Ooh, I think I just defend here. If we don't defend, we place 2 threat on the main scheme, so it goes up to 4. I can't defend with these guys because I need to keep them alive. Could defend with Psylocke. No, let's just defend with Cyclops. So defending for 2, he's in with a base of 4, plus a boost card of 4. Yikes, so we're doing 8 damage here. We defend for 2, take 6. That'll bring us from 11 back down to 5. Ooh, that was tough. And then we get dealt a face down and counter card. Wait. after he activates against you, if he has the ice trait, we place a threat on the main scheme, so it goes up to 3. Okay, now we get a face down encounter card, which is Dark Dealings. He schemes with +1 scheme, so scheme with a base of 3 plus a boost card. Deal yourself a face down encounter card is a boost effect. So scheming with a base of 1, 2, 3, 4 with a +1 here, and then 3. Wait, no. And this has a 1 boost. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're on the main, it goes up to that. Then since he has the ice trait, we place a threat on the main scheme, so it goes up another threat, going up to 9 here. Yikes. Then we review this now because it came into play with the boost effect, and we're revealing counter cards. Shadow of the Past. Review your set aside Nemesis minion. It's not set aside. Review your set aside Nemesis side scheme and put it into play. Genetic manipulation. Shuffle the rest of these cards into an encounter deck. If your Nemesis minion does not enter the game this way, Sinister was not set aside. He's in discard pile, so he doesn't enter play. So this card gains Surge. And we shuffle these 3 cards into encounter deck. So we're gonna more than likely get one of those Sinister cards here. For Gene Manipulation, comes in with 2 times player threat and a boost. When a fee, we search the encounter deck and discard pile for Gene Therapy and reveal it, which I think gives the attached character Piercing and Overkill. Okay, so we're gonna Surge here the Shadow of the Past. We got a Concussive Force. In hero form, Sinister attacks you, otherwise take 2 damage. So we just take 2 damage. All right, brings from 5 down 3. Guys, Ron was dead here. Okay, that was rough. Okay, so I think we did all this. Okay, yeah, back to our turn here. 9th round in the main. All right. I think I have to X here to get a ready. No, that's not that useful. Man, this is not the hand we need. We just get him really low, I guess. Let's have Psylocke use her effect. Attack, remove a side counter, confuse, and her attack will go through. So a total of 2 damage, brings Sinister from 10 down to 8. Then she'll take a consequential damage. And then what do we do here? I think I just play Professor X. Ready up Cyclops. We are not decking out. He's gonna deck out soon though. We gotta clear the main a little bit. I would like to get more thwarting off, but I don't think we can right now. If I play X, I could confuse, I could stun or ready. I think we just, I would love to ready Psylocke here, but if I play X, she's automatically gonna go away. Yeah, and then we can double dip the Utopia, which doesn't do anything for us. Darn. Okay. Okay. Well, we have them confused, so that's a good thing. And we know the encounter cards is not going to be a Dark Dealings here. I think they're both gone. So let's just play X, I guess. Let's see. Can we play X and the Ruby Quartz Visor? Not sure. 3 resources here to play X because of Uncanny not being in play or active because of Groot. So 3 to play X. When you enter play, choose one, pick the 1 to ready up at X-Men characters, ready up Cyclops. We max on our ally, so we must discard Psylocke here. X will thwart for 3 from the main. Take a consequential damage. Then we're going to, we gotta thwart. We're gonna thwart for 2. And then Iceman thwarts for 1 for a total of 3 from the main, dropping down 3 threat. And then we're going to, let's flip down to Alter. Check our discard power. Do we have any more tactic upgrades? We've been drawing all the tactic upgrades. Maybe I should have just been constant training to get them all up so I don't draw into them. Yeah, let's use constant training, search your deck and discard pile for an upgrade. Let's get the exploit weakness, a tactic upgrade, add to your hand, and we need that honorary right there. We're getting low on our deck. We should be getting Rockslide and Colossus soon too. Alright, so we did that. Exhaust actually generate a resource because we're an X-Men character with the Honor X-Men. Second resource to play Ruby Quartz Visors, a 2-cost upgrade. As a hero resource, we exhaust this card to generate a energy resource for your optic blast ability and give it piercing and ranged. Ending our turn, let's ready back up. Oh, I forgot Iceman takes a consequential damage. Now we end our turn, ready back up. Draw back up to our hand size here of 6. We got the honorary. Okay, alright. So we can finally pop off here with the honorary and just defeat Absorbing. This got pretty tough. He's going to add 2 to the main with the acceleration, goes up to 5. He has a delay counter, just 10 now. He's scheming because we're an Alter. Fully confused. Face down and counter card. is Gene Therapy. Attach an enemy with the lowest printed attack. That's going to be Absorb Man. As force interrupt whenever he attacks, the attack against Overkill and Piercing. At the end of the attack, discard Gene Therapy. Alright, so that's not good. Okay, it's back to our turn. X leaves play at the end of the round if he's still in play. We are going to exhaust to recover by 3. Go from 3 up to 6 here. Okay, we need that healing. Sunfire cannot discard the Gene Therapy because Gene Therapy does not have Detects Hero action. If we get a tough on Cyclops, that will block the Overkill. Okay, so we have to Polaris here. We have the X-Men trait with Honor X-Men, so we can play Honor X-Men attached to Groot. Groot now becomes an X-Men, and he gets +1 hit point. So now he's an X-Men ally, so Uncanny X-Men is finally back online now, which is really good for us. Then I think I play Polaris here. Let's use our constant training. Search your deck for a tactic upgrade, add to your hand. Do we have anything? Yeah, we still have a priority target. Yeah, let's add this tactic upgrade to our hand here. We have Rockslide that we need to get, and Colossus still in the deck. So we're just waiting for these two guys to come up, and then we should be good. So we're gonna shuffle up our deck here. We can get Absorb really low until then. The Gene Therapy, though, is going to... We might have to deal with 2 of them, so I want to recover twice here. Okay, because there's 2 cards left in the counter deck. All right, next we're going to... So now X-Men allies are only 2, or X-Men allies are 1 cost cheaper because of the effect on Uncanny X-Men here, because we're all X-Men characters. So we're gonna use 2 resources here, so I can play Polaris, who's only 2 costs. When she enters play, give the X-Men character tough stats card. We are X-Men Alter Ego because of honorary. Exhaust Utopia when X-Men ally enters play to rev another X-Men. Ready up Cyclops, and then we will let's exhaust again to recover by 3. That'll bring us from 6 up to 9 now. So now we can tank an attack. I could play Sunfire, get rid of... Well, I think we put this back in, because that's not a bad encounter card to get, right? If we get this as an encounter card. Yeah. So I'm going to use the hero action there. I just play Sunfire, play the practice defense. Okay, we're going to flip over here to hero form. We're going to use a hero action on Ball and Chain. Spend a physical resource. Actually, I can generate a wild resource. We're going to have it be a physical to shuffle this card into the encounter deck. And we're hoping that we get this as our encounter card, not as a boost. Just randomly shuffle up here. We'll do 1 more shuffle. 1, 2. Okay. And hopefully it does not come up as a boost card. So we did that. And then we're going to... We can have 4 allies again with Utopia because all of our allies are X-Men, because Groot is X-Men with the Honor X-Men. So we can have 4 allies. This will be a resource to play Sunfire. We're not going to use his thing because this doesn't have hero response anyways. And we're going to attach practice defense to Absorb Man. So attached enemy gets -1 attack. Then we use our Ruby Quartz Advisor, exhaust this card to generate a energy resource for your Optic Blast ability. So spend a resource to do 3 damage to enemy with a tactic upgrade. So upgrade here. 3 on Absorb Man brings us from 8 down to 5. So we're getting him pretty low. And then we can attack with the allies. So let's thwart here. We're going to thwart for 1, 2 with Polaris and Sunfire to bring the main scheme down to 3. They will both take some consequential damage. All right, and our allies have +1 hit point with Uncanny X-Men here, but I know he's not going to advance, so let's just ignore it. We're just going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then draw back up to our hand stats here of 5, hopefully getting either a Colossus or the other guy. Rockslide. Ooh, we got the Rockslide. Okay, so now we just need Colossus, who's still in our deck here. We should hopefully be getting him next turn. Do I flip down? No, I don't have the Confuses to flip down. That's too risky. We got to stay readied up here and take these Overkill piercing hits. All right, Absorb Man's turn is going to add 2 to the main. Have I been doing this? After he activates against you, if he has the Ice or Stone trait. So he's been having the Ice trait. So we added that on the main scheme every time we activate. I think we did that. Yeah, well, we should have added 2 threat on the main scheme because there's more than 2 delay counters. You know what? Let's just put the main scheme up to 5 here. Because I may have only added 1, I think 2 times. So, wait, no. His effect, we only added 1 threat on the main scheme. This is if he makes an undefended attack. You know what? Let's just put 5 here just in case because I don't know what the threat count was. Okay, so we did that. He's going to attack us here. He's Overkill and Piercing with a Gene Therapy. Let's have Sunfire block. So he's hitting with a base of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 -1, so 4. boost here. Review this card. So it came back out as a boost here. So it's going to be Amplify. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, -1. So 6 on Sunfire, Overkill, and Piercing. So Overkill on Sunfire and Piercing on Sunfire, but the Overkill goes over to us. He doesn't pierce our Tough, so we just lose our Tough status card. And then Cyclops didn't take damage. Gene Therapy now goes away. Then we review an encounter card, which is hopefully not another Gene. Oh, wait. First we do this. Since he has, after he activates against you, it was defended. We don't do this. He has the ice thing, so we place a threat in the main scheme. Just 1. All right, face on counter card is Steel Kick. In hero form, take 3 indirect damage, 4 instead if he has the metal trait. No metal trait, so we take 3 indirect damage. Let's put 2 on Polaris, and then 1 on Cyclops. So we drop from 9 down to 8. All right, and Iceman and Groot still have, I think, 2 hit points each. So this is a Gene Therapy then. All right, it's going to be a boost then. Let's try to discover out what's Gene Therapy's boost. Just 2 boost icons. So he won't have Overkill and Piercing here for next attack. This will leave play because it has a temporary keyword. All right, back to our turn. We just play Rockslide here. And then try to keep this up. Let's store for 2 from the main. Drop it down to 3. We're going to use extra generate a resource. This would be a double for a total of 3 to play Rockslide. There's only 3 costs with the effect of Uncanny. Raise up Cyclops with the effect of Utopia. And then Cyclops will thwart for 2 from the main. Drop it down to 2. And then, let's see. I could just tackle Brilliance here on the main. We might as well. We hold on to, we draw 5. I hope Colossus is in there. Yeah, well, let's use 2 resources to play Tackle Brilliance. Hero action, thwart, remove 3 threat from a scheme. Let's clear off the main scheme here. And then choose a tactic card from discard pile, add to your hand. Let's get the practice defense back. Add to our hand. That resolves Tackle Brilliance. Let's attach the practice defense again to Absorbing Man. Okay. And then we are going to use our Ruby Quartz Visor to Optic Blast him. So 3 damage because he has a tactic upgrade. That'll bring him from 5 down to 2. So he is near death. And then we're not going to do anything else here. Yeah, because if we kill him, we lose a challenge because we need to have Iceman, Groot, Rockslide, and Colossus. So we're going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Polaris can chump block this. Draw back up to 5. We got Colossus, guys. Okay. So we just have to deal with an encounter card, which I don't know what it is. Hopefully it doesn't discard Colossus, but we have to make the call. So even if it discards Colossus, we're good to go. Okay, Absorb Man's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main scheme. He adds a delay counter. There's 12 counters now. He is going to attack us with a base of 1, 2, 3, 4. -1 attack, gets a booster. We know what it is. He decks out, gets a second acceleration here on the main scheme. Well, that's the first one, plus the Formidable Foe is the original one. We're going to shuffle up the encounter deck, and we're going to hope that we don't get like a huge Surge Train here with the Expert 2 cards, because that might make us lose another ally, which I don't want to lose here. Okay, so we shuffled up. All right, this is the attack here. We're going to defend here with Polaris. So it's hitting with a base of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, -1. So 6 knocks out Polaris. No Overkill or Piercing there because Gene Therapy was a boost. Then we get dealt an encounter card. All right, here's the moment of truth. We got Icy Grip. When reviewed, you are stunned. If Absorbment has the Ice trait, which he does have, take 2 indirect damage. Let's put them both on Rockslide because he has 6 life. Or he has 7 with the Uncanny X-Men. So we are done with it. Oh, after he attacks you, it was defense, so we don't do this, but with this thing, we place a threat on the main scheme, so it goes up to 3. All right, guys, we got it. We got it. Okay, let's go ahead and use, we don't have anything else. I would love to, if we play Phoenix and get tactic upgrade. No, yeah, and this thing is gone now because it's not going to be played. I wanted to use a tactic upgrade to take him out, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and attack to remove our stun, just because I don't like that. Colossus is reduce the cost of play by 1 if your Jenny has an X-Men trait. This is reducing by another one because we're all X-Men allies, so it's only 2 cost. 1 resource, second resource here. Play Colossus down. He comes in with a tough status card. All right, and then, so now we have Colossus, Rockslide, Groot, and Iceman. All 4 of the Absorb main traits here, right, with Icy, Stone, Metal, and Wood. And then let's go ahead and use a hero action here. Spend a physical resource, water resource right here, declare the physical to shuffle this card into the encounter deck. And then we cannot use our Optic Blast ability or the Root Quartz Advisory because Absorbman does not have a tactic upgrade on him. But because Colossus just came into play, let's just have him swing for 3 on Absorbman, and that will bring him from 2 down to 0. All right, guys, there we go. I don't know how long that was. I may have made that longer than it needs to be. I probably should not play with like a 50 card or more deck. That was just way too big of a deck size to search for cards that we needed. But we got out the Iceman, Groot, Rockslide, and Colossus. I hope you guys enjoyed this weekly one-shot challenge. I'll see you guys next week, and I hope everyone has a good Labor Day.